There's no question that Michael Jordan wouldn't have gotten to where he did without his work ethic. Every NBA analyst and fan knew he was a hard worker and dedicated his whole life to basketball before considering retirement. However, just like any ordinary human being, MJ did have certain bad habits that might have affected his play on the court. According to former NBA big man Olden Polynice, junk food, alcohol, and cigars hindered Jordan from reaching even greater heights. It's pretty wild to hear Polynice talk about how Jordan could have been a better basketball player than he was, because can you imagine how that would have turned out? The six-time champion is already considered the greatest basketball player of all time by many, and while he may have perfected the game of basketball, it's mind-blowing to think that he did it while having unhealthy habits. Can you imagine if this guy ate right instead of eating McDonald's, did not drink, and did not smoke? Polynice told NBA insider Brandon Scoop B. Robinson of Bally Sports. Can you imagine that Michael Jordan, and actually worked out on the regular? That Michael Jordan? Holy Christmas, Polynice added. Jordan's fondness for cigars and alcohol, he does have his tequila brand, wasn't a shocker to learn about. But the implication that he loved eating McDonald's and didn't work out on the regular certainly was. One would argue that Jordan spent a lot of time working on his game, as he revealed numerous times in his documentary The Last Dance. Olden's revelation came out as a surprise. When MJ was asked once if he had any regrets or disappointments in his career, his answer was simple: none. No regrets about his work ethic, discipline with food, gambling, and cigar habits. The Chicago Bulls legend gives all the credit to his parents, James and Dolores Jordan, who made him realize at an early age that his accolades and reputation don't define him. My parents taught me very well not to wear your reputation. Don't wear your accolades. Don't wear your personality on your sleeve. Let life happen and let it be you. It is who you are. Don't hide from it, Jordan said. I really don't have regrets. I'm the person that says as soon as you look back in history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change too, Jordan added. Safe to assume that Michael doesn't spend most of his days in retirement thinking about his biggest regrets in life. His legacy is secured and will always be considered the greatest, even if former players like Polynice feel Jordan could have approached certain things differently. Olden played in the NBA for 15 seasons, but he would be most remembered for being on the other end of a deal involving Chicago Bulls and Scottie Pippen. In the 1987 draft, Olden was traded to the Seattle Supersonics for Scottie Pippen, and the rest is history. Pip became a Hall of Famer, a six-time NBA champion, and one of the greatest to ever play. Meanwhile, Polynice was an NBA journeyman. Did it ever bother him that Chicago came out as the winner in the deal? This is what he had to say about that. At the end of the day, we both did the same thing, played in the NBA. I thought I had a very good career, not to the extent of Scottie's, but I was happy when I walked away from the game. I don't get caught up in all that crap. That's for other people, and when people wake up thinking about me or talking trash about me, your life is meaningless.